Hi guys, thanks very much for coming back and joining me. So of course I am here, as you can tell by the title, to review the latest episode of Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 7 Episode 6, and this episode was called Deal No Deal. So without me talking any further, let's get the video intro rolling and then we can talk about it. So this sixth episode, I will be honest, I did enjoy it way more than the previous episode, episode 5, even though, like I said in my review, if you had the chance to check it out last weekend, that it was slightly, I suppose, a bit disappointing. Even though I did still like the episode, I just thought overall that for Ahsoka Tano's return, and Ahsoka Tano is my favourite character within this series, the Clone Wars, I just kind of felt like something was a bit off and that she wasn't sort of shining as the star sort of thing. And I did even feel within this episode, Deal No Deal, that Ahsoka, although she is in the entire episode, obviously if you've seen the episode, and this is obviously full of spoilers as I have in the title and in my thumbnail, so if you haven't seen it, what the heck are you doing here? But even though she was in the whole entire episode, guys, with Rafa and Trace, the two sisters, these are two new characters obviously that have been introduced. I just feel like that they've given her very much like a back seat kind of, and I'm not saying that it might not all, I think it all will blend in as we later go along. You know, things like Darth Maul, we know we're going to see, obviously. I think that was probably the best part of the trailer that we got for this final season for this series. But obviously we know he is connected with the Pikes, so I am positive and I am hopeful that it's going to be awesome seeing that and seeing Ahsoka Tano and everything together. Something that I want to say is that with these two new characters is I haven't actually just taken to them yet, to be honest. I'm not saying that I'm not going to like them or I'm going to hate them. I don't hate them, but I just kind of, they haven't really given me much to want to care for them yet, although you can kind of see the personality clashes with Rafa and Ahsoka, and I think it, in ways, because of their personalities, I think it might be interesting if they become really close, because obviously you've seen in this episode that they were sort of arguing and everything, and there is parts in this that I did really enjoy. To be honest, I enjoyed the visuals more, and I enjoyed the part with Anakin and Ahsoka probably the most. I think that was the best part to put in there. I thought that was very smartly done. You've seen this episode obviously because this is a spoiler review, so with you haven't seen this episode, you'll know the scene that I'm talking about, guys. Obviously the scene with Ahsoka, Trace and Rafa, and then obviously quite clearly we know that Anakin could, you know, sense her. He knew that she was there, he felt her, and you know the sort of sad look on his face, and then it sort of took over to the shot of Ahsoka with her face. She looked so sad, and that was kind of giving us a glimpse into their past, you know, of those two characters. And like I've said many times before, I absolutely love how them two characters are together, those two. Emotionally, I think fantastic the story between them two. So yeah, okay, that hit the feels and it was sad, but I thought it was fantastically well done. I thought it was really good, very clever that they added that in. So yes, that was my favourite part of this whole episode. Although the visuals, as always, I just want to give credit to, and I know I always say about the clouds, but the clouds always look absolutely stunning and fantastic within the Clone Wars, and there was just so many beautiful visuals within this episode on the, obviously, on the Castle Run. And I mean, I know it's not exactly anything to do with this review, but you know what, I'm just going to say it. I really did enjoy the Castle Run scene in Solo: A Star Wars Story. And I know that movie's not for everybody. I certainly didn't think it was perfect. It was not without its flaws. But overall, I did actually enjoy Solo: A Star Wars Story. So basically, the premise of this, you've all seen it. It's literally just the three, well, not literally just, but it's mainly based on the three characters, Ahsoka Tano, Trace and Rafa. And basically Rafa needs credits, so she asks her sister to use her ship called, was it the Silver Angel or something like that? And they make jokes about that. There wasn't really many funny jokes in this, not that were memorable enough to remember, but yeah, it was kind of funny. They were joking about her ship. They have to deliver medicine, which we know is raw spice. And we know, obviously, you know, it's something Han Solo and Chewie have obviously done in the past. So as well, even when they did that, Han Solo and Chewie, they came across like slave children, you know, children that were slaves. And obviously the Kessel families, they make a crap ton of money from basically spice mining. So it's a very dangerous and deadly sort of chance to take, though, obviously, money involved or not, credits involved or not. But obviously Ahsoka, with the stories that she's heard about Kessel and things like that, she does not want Trace to agree to this and do this with her sister, basically. And you know, you can see the sort of clashing with Rafa and Ahsoka, and they get into this big heated argument because Ahsoka's like kind of pissed and like, it's your issue, you owe money or whatever, you owe credits or whatever, you need the credits. So, you know, you're putting Trace and us three in this position. So obviously the sister Trace, she ends up just then dropping 30,000 credits worth of freaking spice, you know. So they obviously have to go and trick them, and Ahsoka uses her mind powers and things like that just to make sure that they get paid. It's like, you will pay us sort of thing or whatever, I can't remember the exact wording. So that was cool, that scene. I really, really enjoyed that scene, and I enjoyed, you know, the whole journey leading up to it. And honestly, the visuals, like I always say, are fantastic. And again, the music score by Kevin Kinner. I talk about him way too much every week, so I'm just going to basically say that the music was actually really, really awesome in this episode. There was like a little short piano part playing over the music in the very beginning that I really, really liked, although it kind of reminded me of something else. Like, not entirely, but it was putting me in mind of something else, but I still can't quite think of what it is. I rewinded it back 3 times to think, but I can't actually remember what it was, guys. But I hope that it's going to get better as we go along. I think it will. I do trust that I will start to enjoy the episodes a bit better, but I'm just not really overly feeling it for the minute, guys. In comparison, I mean, this is me reviewing every single episode every weekend of season 7, so I think it's okay for me to sort of say, if I had to compare it to the first couple of episodes, like episode 1, 2, and 3, for example, way, way, way better than these episodes. These episodes are like way underneath those, way beneath them. But that's not me saying that I really hate these last couple of episodes. I just want to come on and be sure that I give you, you know, my 100% thought and opinion. You know, even if people were doing reviews of the past 2 episodes and saying that they were flawless and they were magnificent, they were like the best Star Wars content ever, I want to come on and be as honest as I can, you know. And I did, there was something else I was wanting to get to. Oh yes, Ahsoka, you know, because she's so knowledgeable and everything, like they really were onto her, the 2 sisters, and even Rafa was like, how do you know all this and everything? Because she knew so much about everything, because obviously she's learned a lot throughout her past, and she's really, really intelligent. So even the 2 sisters were kind of like, well, how do you know all this? And Rafa even said something along the lines of, can't remember the exact wording, but it was something along the lines of, yeah, how much do you know? So they're definitely onto her, and of course, obviously, Ahsoka doesn't want them to know her like whole identity, so you know, she's gonna have to be pretty careful. So I mean, overall, I mean, I was okay with the plot ish, but to be honest, I think we are building up, obviously, and we're getting into other things, so I'm not trying to say that the last 2 episodes feel like filler episodes, but I'm just saying that they just feel a bit off, and they weren't maybe as good as my hopes had expected. You know, my hopes were that these past 2 episodes were going to be maybe just as good as the others, the first 3, or maybe better. I actually, you know, it was getting better and better and better, you know, amazing, even more amazing, wow, you know. But I kind of feel these past 2 episodes, I just have not had that hype, I have not had that massive excitement. I did still like them, I did still enjoy them, but they didn't wow me, they weren't overly spectacular. They're probably not episodes that I would go back to a lot of times in the future. and it's kind of sad because Ahsoka is my favourite, so that's kind of what's kind of irritating me a little bit and kind of annoying me. But you know what? I do appreciate the past 2 episodes for what they're worth. You know, always you never can fail with the visuals, you can never fail with the music. And they always do put a couple of great moments in there. You just go, well, it is worth the watch for that again, maybe another couple of times, or that was very cleverly done, or that was very smartly done. But at the same time, I'm not saying all of the Clone Wars has been perfect from season 1 to now. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying for how good this show is, I think that they could have done better for the past 2 episodes. But that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Did you enjoy this episode? Do you think that the last couple of episodes could have been a bit better? And maybe you enjoyed these episodes, and if you did, why? You know, because I know that different people take different things different ways, and it could just be, guys, that maybe I'm a bit biased because I do have a lot of investment in Ahsoka and Anakin, so maybe that, you know what I mean? But I'm really looking forward to Darth Maul coming up. Not only that, I thought I would share something funny with you guys, and if I can find the picture on my computer, I will put it here. I was in a wax museum in Berlin about 4 years ago, I would say, around Christmas time, and I went to the wax museum because it was all like full of Star Wars, and that was literally the only reason why I went. And I got pictures taken with Han Solo, Princess Leia, Stormtroopers, Darth Vader, but also when I went down the swirly stairs, I thought like that was it, and it was kind of the end. But at the last part of the wax museum was Darth Maul, and he looked super cool. But they didn't actually have his feet attached to the ground, which, to be honest, isn't my fault, right? It's clearly the wax museum's fault. So like, what the friggity frig? He's made me embarrassed, and there was like a few people walking down the spirally stairs, and they were standing there waiting till I got my photo taken. And I thought that I would do something really cool. Oh, and Obi-Wan was there as well. And them two were kind of fighting against each other. So I thought, I know what to do. I'll get in between the two of them and make myself look really cool, like I'm in the middle of it or whatever. Like, what an idiot. Because here's what happened, guys, right? When I went to get up, literally, the whole figurine, the wax figurine of Darth Maul just tipped over, just completely tipped over. But lucky enough, there was 3 of us there, we were able to grab it in time, and we all just went, oh! We all quickly just grabbed it and like set it back as if like that didn't happen. My face was warm, pure red, and these people, they didn't laugh, they didn't say anything, they just didn't know how to react. They were just like, as if like, okay, well, that happened. And honestly, it's something I will never forget. It's just one of those moments. Also got a picture with Rey, Yoda. I was sitting beside little Yoda. I actually have a little Yoda. Thought I would show you. He's so cute. He actually blends in so well with the wallpaper. I don't know. The green goes really nice with the wallpaper. But anyways, guys, thanks ever so much for coming by and having a listen. It really means the world to me, and I really hope that, you know, at least some of you enjoyed this episode more than I did. You know, I did like it, but it just, I don't know, guys, I don't know. But hopefully, you know, let's see what happens. I'm very trustworthy, and I think, you know, this season as a whole is going to be amazing. So let's see. Let me know all your thoughts and opinions down below, and I really hope that you're all keeping well, and I will speak to you all soon down in the comments as soon as I can. I am going to be going and watching a James Bond movie out of my James Bond box set from watching through them all. So yes, I will speak to you all soon, and until then, don't forget that the Force will be with you always. Bye, guys.